Morning, Mr. Hobson. How are you?
I'm fine.
My name is Trisha. I'll be your therapist for today. And I just read your referral on your in the intake form. So I would like for you to tell me first, why are you here?
Well, I guess I shouldn't have said I was fine or I wouldn't be here. Depression and anxiety, I guess,
Hmm.
uh, for lack of other words. Just trying to sum it up. Just a lot of stuff going on.
Okay. Well, at least you're giving me a reason why you actually came. But we are here, like you said, to discuss your issues that you're having with depression and anxiety. So could you tell me a little more about your depression and why do you think you have depression?
Well, I mean, I don't know what the term's supposed to be or how you're supposed to use it and that sort of thing. I just know that it just feel like stuff is about to fall over in my life. I mean, I don't know if those are the right terms or not, and you know, and if I just feel like I can't get out of this hole, and I feel like the walls are closing in, and I feel like I feel like the more I try to do something, the more I'm in the hole, and I don't know what to do, and I just, it becomes very stressful, and then I get sad, and I get stressful. I mean, look, I don't want to make it seem like that, and it feels like I should be able to handle everything. Um, and I tell myself I can handle it, but it just feels overwhelming sometimes.
So,
I don't know if that makes sense to you.
okay, so what I hear you saying is that whatever you're experiencing or going through, it seems overbearing. You mentioned that you feel overwhelmed, and you mentioned that you feel like you're falling in a hole and you can't
Well, is that
get out
depression?
of it.
I don't know if that's depression. I don't know what. I don't know, but I just know I did. Look, I just know my wife suggested that I need to come see somebody, and that's why.
Okay. Do you feel uncomfortable right now?
Yeah, I mean, of course I do. I mean, you go visit, you know, I know, I don't know if that's the right term. You go visit a counselor or shrink or whatever, you
Hmm.
know, and people say you're crazy. Well, I don't know, but I don't think I'm crazy. I know I ain't crazy. Um, I don't know if it's. My wife just said I had to come see you.
Okay.
So,
Well, and you're right. You initially or necessarily doesn't mean that you're crazy. You just have some issues that's going on. Um, and if you would you define those issues for me more
what do you
clearly?
mean by issues?
You say you're having issues of depression and you feel like you're being overwhelmed by what? Could you tell me what you're being overwhelmed
I
by?
mean, look, my wife, we just, uh, um, well, we got a 24-year-old, and then we got a 13 or 14-year-old, and don't tell my wife. I think the 14. She gonna get mad because I know it's the right age. Then we got a 8-year-old. Then we got a 3-year-old.
Okay, okay. You did very good. You did. You remember their ages and you know how many children you have.
Well, I just remember the bills when she come in there with the bills, and they need these size and that size, so I can correlate it with the ages. So, uh,
Hmm.
anyway, I'm starting to feel. Anyway, you know what I mean. She just said I need to talk to somebody.
Okay. What do you think?
I think I just need some money.
Well, for one, you are here, so do you think that might be an indicator to you that you thought that you might need to talk to someone?
I just need to get back in the house, and I
Okay.
know I can't go back to the house unless I talk to you.
Okay.
And I'm trying to get back in the house so I can get some sleep so I can go to work tomorrow.
Okay.
So I can. That's that's it.
Okay.
So ain't nothing really wrong. There's no real anxiety, no real depression. I just need my slip so I can show her that I came. That's it. That's it.
So you think the issue has been resolved, and you think that if
Yep.
you go back home,
Yep.
you'll be able to work this out without any further counseling. Is that what you're saying?
Yep. Exactly what I'm saying. As long as I'm
Okay.
able to get in the house.
Okay. I can see that you mentioned you had 3 children. I have 3 too. Of course, my oldest is not 24. He's only 17. But I have 3 children as well.
Well, so you may need to be sitting in this chair. I'm telling you right now.
Uh-huh.
You need to be sitting over here. Yeah.
Tell me, how do you feel right now?
Like I need to go and get me some sleep so I can get up in the morning and go to work so I can help him help one is still in school. The other one's still in school.
Mm-hmm.
He got tuition to be paid for, and it's Christmas time. The other one got to get stuff for Christmas and give them monies and stuff like that. My wife was on me, and I don't know. Maybe because I snapped at her the other day. She said I've been snapping all year, but maybe that's what it was. I don't know.
So does it seem to you like you're having a lot to deal with? You mentioned tuition, you mentioned Christmas. It seems like you got a lot on your plate.
Yep.
Then you mentioned your wife said you were feeling kind of snappy.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. What does yep mean? Tell me more about yep.
Well, I guess look, I'm not a complainer. Everybody's got a lot of stuff on. Everybody. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So I'm not just sitting there complaining. And I'm just not a complainer. But I want stuff to go right. Now, they want me to be a leader. Then they want me to be nice. You can't be both. Because somebody got to enforce whatever the rules are. You know, whatever the goals are, or whatever, you know. My wife said I've just been kind of yapping, kind of, you know, aggressively too much or whatever lately. You know. Am I on course? I'm on course. I'm sorry, man. But I feel better now that I talk to you. I feel better a little bit, you know, a little better. So is that good? I'm ready to get my slip today. I don't mean no harm. I just need a slip.
Well, Mr. Hobson, isn't I know you mentioned slip several times, but it's not necessarily about a slip. It's about you being here, expressing your concerns that you have. If you think you have concerns or issues.
My wife got concerns. My wife said I got issues, and well, she just wants a little slip so I can, that way she know, you know.
If you received a little slip, you think things would be better between you and her?
Yep, sure would.
Would the little slip solve your current issues?
Well, it'll solve her current issues.
Being overwhelmed by responsibilities of the house?
I don't know, overwhelmed. I'm just tired. Look, she said she wanted me to straighten up everything and get it right. So now, if you're gonna straighten up everything, you know, like you go in a circle or something, and then you decide to cut a new track. Well, you can't cut a new track unless there's some friction. So there's gonna be some friction because we're doing things different. And that's all I've been trying to explain to her. And then she's talking about I'm overwhelmed, but do it look like I'm overwhelmed? I don't look overwhelmed, do I? Do I look like I don't? Do I look like I don't look like? I don't.
Mr. Hobson, I see you arguing.
I don't. Yeah, I'm sorry. Ma'am. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I'm just saying. I'm all right though.
All right.
Please don't put down that I'm stressed, ma'am. You just got to tell them I'm okay. That's what I need.
Okay. Okay, I understand. So do you think, or do you feel like it's another need for another session, or
how much this one cost?
Oh, I do not like to discuss prices while we're in the middle of a session, Mr. Hobson.
Well, I don't.
My concern is that
I can't discuss whether I need it.
My concern
I mean, That makes a whole lot. That makes a whole lot of different hill of beans. You know that makes a big difference. Well, I mean, I don't. Well, listen. There's two things I always say. You gotta have your schedule right, and you gotta have a budget. You gotta have both of them things. That's why I be trying to tell my wife. And I'm like, let me put. I ain't stressed.
Well, Mr. Hobson, you know what I would like for you to do? If you could sit down tonight or sit down tonight with your wife and you guys come up with some goals that you can resolve or work on together.
Will I get the slip if I do that? Cause she gonna want to see something. I just need to offer me. I don't need no harm.
So what I would do is I would tell the receptionist make you another appointment so we can, and I give you your things to work on. So like
Now hold a
homework.
minute, wait a minute now. We got to check on that thing. And now I want to be straight with you on the front end. I want to make sure that I want to see how much that stuff is costing me.
Okay. So fine, we would discuss that. Okay.
I mean, we discuss it when you get ready. I just don't want you to think you be waiting on me, and then I can't afford to show up. Because I had to spend the money on Christmas present and all that. You see what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah.
So what I do, it seems like it seems like you're really not interested in doing a second meeting.
I'm not
So
saying
what I
that.
would do
If my wife
is
tell me to come back, I'm gonna come back. But ma'am, I don't know if I got the money. That's all. And then if my insurance gonna cover it, I have to talk to somebody about that.
okay,
That's
that's
what I need to know.
understandable. Well, I tell you what, once you figure
And
it
they
out,
done changed the whole insurance system around here. You don't even know if your insurance working or not. The president done changed, and I don't know if the stuff working or not. I mean,
okay.
then they cut my other insurance off. You ain't charged me more than how much? I don't even know how much. I'm appreciative.
I
I
understand
need
your
that slip.
concerns about how much this session is going to cost.
Yeah.
But let's not focus on that. What we're going to focus on is things that will help you move and feel more comfortable. Okay, with your
Right.
situation
I mean,
at
ain't
home.
nothing. I mean.
So after the session, we will discuss a payment plan, and then I will tell you we will go over from top to bottom what the session will cost. Okay.
Okay.
And if you feel like you need to come back, then feel free to call me or call my receptionist and make an appointment. Okay.
Okay.
But thank you for coming in, Mr. Hobson.
Well, I appreciate you, man.
And I have some resources that I would like to share with you as well. Too, okay.
But
Thank
can
you.
I get my slip though?
Yes, you will get your slip. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate you, Miss Hobson.